Keeping friends takes time, and changing friends takes even more time. This quote by Benjamin Franklin, a famous American politician, emphasizes the importance of friends in our lives. Human relationships come in various forms, and among them, the most significant relationship that has been present since childhood is friendship. We have friends with whom we can share our deepest secrets, as well as friends whom we can easily let go of and sever ties with. There are precious friends whom we may never meet again in our lives, as well as friends who can actually be toxic to us. If we know in advance the types of friends who can be toxic to us, we can not only think about our current friends, but also consider whether the people around us or even ourselves fall into these types. Now let's take a look at the 4 types of friends who can be toxic to us. The first type is the competitor. This is someone who sees their friends as competitors. A healthy sense of competition among friends can sometimes be a stimulating aspect of life. However, excessive competition is a shortcut to damaging relationships. It is best to avoid situations that foster competition with this type of friend. One way to avoid unconsciously stimulating a friend's sense of competition is to be mindful when sharing good news. If you anticipate that the topic may trigger their competitiveness, you can preemptively say, "This is unrelated to you, but..." Another approach is to consistently communicate to your competitive friend that there is no need for them to compete with you in every situation. The second type of friend who can be toxic is someone with excessive self-absorption. This type of friend becomes so absorbed in their own stories that they don't pay attention to yours. They lack consideration for others and only pretend to listen to your stories in order to get an opportunity to talk about themselves. Friends with high levels of self-absorption often dislike silence. If their constant chatter is merely a nervous habit to fill time and space, it can be helpful to kindly point out that they talk a lot. Engaging in activities such as playing tennis, watching movies, or attending lectures together, which require less conversation, can also be beneficial. Creating social gatherings with multiple friends can help maintain a balance of conversational power and prevent one person from monopolizing the conversation. The third type of friend who can be toxic is the exploitative friend. Exploitative friends are excessively dependent and always expect you to be by their side. While they can sometimes be advantageous, exploitative friends have a strong desire to not only demand from others, but also become necessary themselves. They will be there for you when you need help. However, it is important to set appropriate boundaries with exploitative friends. If you don't establish boundaries, they will expect you to always make time for them. In such cases, it is helpful to suggest specific times you want to spend together, such as, "Let's have dinner together after work on Friday," or "Let's talk once the busy project is over." Setting boundaries like this can be beneficial for both parties. The fourth type of friend who can be toxic is the fault finder. This type of friend is excessively critical and may have grown up with demanding siblings or highly critical parents. Due to their upbringing, they may not even realize that their words and actions can make people angry. If you still want to maintain the friendship despite your friend's criticisms, it is advisable to clearly communicate how their behavior makes you feel. You can say something like, "I know you don't intend to make me feel bad, but every time you point out my flaws, I can't help but feel inadequate." Initially, they may respond defensively, but it can help them reflect on their words and actions. Selectivity and focus are necessary even in friendships. There is no need to continue a relationship that makes you feel stressed just because someone is your friend. It is important to look around you, evaluate your surroundings, and wisely manage your relationships to keep those who empower you in your life. Remember, It's okay to live without constantly seeing a few people.